I have a problem, y'all. I have no clue how to be happy. When I was younger, I assumed happiness was freedom, and that means playing video games all night, every night, eating whatever I want to do. It was essentially me craving the absence of structure. Because at the time, I'm a student, I gotta go to school every day, I don't like school. I assumed for me to be happy, I would have to go the complete opposite direction of where my life was headed. Now I'm a little older and I realize a lack of structure in and of itself is the real trap. So for me to figure out how to truly be happy, I need to completely reevaluate what happiness is. I had this realization around the time I was 19 or 20. Look, if I could just do stuff that I like all day, I'll be happy. It was things like this, things like making videos, it was editing, it was creating. If I could do these things all day, every day, there's no way I'm not happy. That's all I have to do. Just find stuff I like, fill my day up with it, and only do those things. If I'm working all day on things that I like, that's it. I cracked the code. So after I graduated college, I put all my time into learning how to make videos that I liked. It was great. I met a lot of people along the way who have been very, very supportive of the work that I do, and that makes me really happy. It makes all of it feel worth it. And I feel very lucky to have gotten the opportunity to do so. But I burn out a lot. I'll go through these phases of being hyper productive and I'll get a lot of stuff done. I'll get a lot of edits made. I'll get a lot of stuff shared. And those make me feel really good. But then I have these low phases, like these valleys, and I don't get anything done for weeks. It frustrates me because that's not the kind of person I want to be. That's not the kind of lifestyle I want. I realize a lot of that is because I tie my productivity to my happiness. I don't want that to change. I enjoy being productive. It's part of who I am, and I want to encourage that behavior. So instead of trying to change that about myself, I want to find ways to remain more consistent and locked in on the things that I really, really like. Like I said earlier, it's hard to be happy when you don't even know what the things are that you need to focus on. And for some people, all of this might be very innate, might not even be an issue for them at all, but I don't. Some people, I feel like they have no options at all, so they just stick to what they know. And some people feel like they have so many, they get overwhelmed and end up not really doing anything. I am the latter. Doing everything I want all the time is just going to lead to burnout, like I've experienced before. But understanding that there are a few things that if I focus on, I could really, really make myself a more happy and productive and positive person if I can just make them a staple in my life. So that's what I need to do. That's what I need to focus on. And that's why I made this sheet. The sheet itself, it seems simple enough, okay? I have 3 categories. One of them is creation. I want to make sure that I create. Most of it is going to be stuff like YouTube. I want to make sure I could repurpose some of my content for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, that kind of stuff. I want to make sure that I'm doing my part to create things that I enjoy making, because when I put them out there and I share them, it makes me happy. It's a good feeling to know that I thought of something, I executed, and I distributed. That's something that makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. My focus, that is split up in 2 categories. It's my health and my self-development. My health, mostly focused around eating right, working out, and making sure my mental health is straight, making sure I'm able to lift my weights, making sure I'm eating a high protein diet, and making sure that I'm taking some time to take a mental break and recalibrate myself, because it's really easy to forget to do that. My self-development, I want to learn how to get better at the content that I work on. I want to make sure I'm spending some more time reading and consuming sports and journaling, just things that I enjoy, making sure that I keep them at the forefront of my mind. Just like the other stuff, it's really easy to just let it go by the wayside when you're not locked in and not paying attention. The last thing, and one of the most important, is connection. My connection with my family, my friends, my community. I'm an introvert by nature, and a lot of times I don't talk to people because I don't think about it. I think about it, but I don't execute on it, because whether I'm not in the mood to talk in that moment, whether I'm not feeling too good, whether I just don't want to, whether I forget, whatever it may be, I usually feel better when I connect with people, but it's really easy for me not to, just based on the kind of person I am. So if I could prioritize connecting with people, keeping my focus straight, whether it's with my health or my self-development, and making sure I create the things I want to create, my life should definitely improve. Trying to predict the kind of person I'm going to be in 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 years is completely pointless. I feel like people change a lot more than that, a lot more often. But what I could do is try to predict which things are going to maintain value as I get older. So with this sheet, I try to lock in on what things can I do now that would make me happy in my present day, but also retain their value. Am I going to look back and regret focusing on my health? No. Am I going to regret making videos and working on things that I like when I get older? Probably not. Will I regret not trying to spend more time with my family and my friends when I'm older? Of course. It's all finite. None of it is guaranteed. So why wouldn't I prioritize these things now? All I have to do is find a middle ground of the things that I think are really, really, really important and things that I enjoy, and do as many of them as possible. And that's it. That should be it. That's the code. It seems simple enough, but I don't know how to do any of this naturally. I have to get it all out on paper, I have to evaluate my options, and I have to go at it day by day. It feels a bit excessive, I know. Not a lot of people even need this, but I feel like it provides some much needed clarity. So maybe for you guys, it could do the same thing, because if I'm not intentional, I'll just chill and revert back to, instant gratification. Just be comfortable, do nothing, kind of like what I assumed what would make me happy in the past. I don't want to leave anything on the table. There's a lot of people that have had life not go their way. I do not want to be the main reason why my life didn't go my way. And I don't want that to be the case for y'all either. You can get one step closer to being happy, just one day at a time, filled with actions that you are okay with. At the end of the day, what matters most is I'm happy with who I am and the decisions that I make and how I feel about them looking back as I age. And everybody can make these choices. It's not like just me writing this stuff out makes me some kind of special person or anything, but it is a lot of work. It's way more work than wandering through life aimlessly and chilling. But I was lucky enough to realize that's actually not what I want, even if at one point in time I thought that it was. So if I could remain focused and take these steps every single day and, making sure I'm improving on them, my life should improve. I guess there's only one way to find out.